I opened the door. They told me that now I have to go. They want to come and enter and pack my things. I was outside. Then they enter. Then they are packing my things. They carry 2 boxes here. Then they take this back. Then I was only with this dress. I didn't have this one. And I didn't have this one. I didn't have shoe. I was have just socks. Those socks, they did it in the airport. They remove it there. The one they removed, they threw. Then they put me this one. They put me this one. Then after that, they carried me. I was outside here. They handcuffed my hands. They handcuffed my hands. They was going to put me. They handcuffed my hands. Then they handcuffed my legs. Then they tied me from this place. And then they carried me. Yeah, without this thing that they used to tie people. Everything was tied. My hand.
The chain, yeah.
Chain, yeah, the chain. I was in chain. You understand? Chain. How can 5 police will hold a woman, a small girl like me? They carry me. I was only crying. They removed my things. My dresses was there. My 2 boxes of dresses was there. Then another policeman was talking that now you're going to Cameroon. Your time is over. Then we reached now from the airport. I think we reached from the airport around, let me see, around to getting 3:30 like that. I think so. It was in Tege Airport. I think something, yeah. I think something like that because I was not still in my sense. And we get assigned now. Then they come now they call the police from the airport. The police from the airport, they come and carry me. The way that was carrying me, they carry me.
Were they asking you anything in the car as you were going to the airport?
They was asking me, they was laughing. The way that we was going, they was talking in their language and they was laughing at me and said, your time now reached, you're going out to your country, you no more stay here again. They was talking something to their language, they was laughing. So I couldn't understand too much. I couldn't understand what
they could get a little bit of what they were saying.
Yeah, but I get a little bit something. They bring me now from the airport, then they remove me from the car. Police, they remove me from the car. Then they come and hold me because I was with chain. They chain me and my hand and everything. They chain me, they come and carry me. They go and put me in the first room. That the first time when they bring me from the deportation, then when I went, I do this thing, they go and put me in that room. When they put me there, they call police, a lot of police in the airport. Police too, they are working in the airport, they are not nice. They have very bad heart. They can kill somebody. They can really kill somebody. What that I've gone through in those police, their hand. I don't respect police and I don't afraid of any police. I don't fear them.
These police that came to join from the airport,
yeah.
How many were they? That because there were 5 from Hennigsdorf?
I think it was 7 because they joined together. The one that they come and leave me from Hennigsdorf, there was not more there. They bring me right from that room. That day I come, they put me there. They bring me right from that room. I was blood in my hands here. I was having wound everywhere in my hands here. Then the doctor, that they say I'm going to travel with her. She looked my hand, they saw that there is blood and there is big wound. Another police said that they should take me from the hospital. That doctor said...
This police saying to go to the hospital, is this the one from Hennigsdorf?
No, from the airport. From the airport.
And
then the doctor said, no, the place is not too bad. They can just wash it here and put medicine and bandage my hand. And then after that, they wash my hand. They put medicine. The way they was washing my hand, then they was talking me excuse. They are sorry for what they have done. Then I was telling them question. Then no, the way that you people might treat me, I don't understand.
How are you feeling in this change of time when the same people who are so mean to you are now pretending and apologizing? What were you feeling in this time?
I cannot feel something because the way that they might treat me, I didn't like it. I didn't even want to hear what they are saying. I didn't want to because I don't respect them. I don't affect from them and I don't do anything from them because they did not respect me. A small woman like me, they treat me like that. They treat me like that because they do with me. I was even bleeding. My clothes was blood. I saw you both saw that dress. I was already this thing. Then they bring it now. They put another dress that they remove in my box. They put one trouser in me to cover the blood there, the other dresses, and then another one up there should cover me.
Then I asked them that where are my 2 boxes of dresses? My dresses was there, 2 boxes of dresses there. With my my document there, with my money there, 1,000 euros. Who supposed to go and bring my boxes for me? They give me something that I should go there and go and take my dress. I said, no, I cannot go there. I was with empty legs, with blood in my body.
You have taken off their chains, they have bandaged you, and then they give you a paper, you go for your boxes.
That I should go for my boxes to go and get them there. But they have already bring me another small bag. Then I say, I couldn't go there because you are the people who bring this one for me. You should go and take another one and bring for me. It's not normal. It's not normal. Then I stayed there. I was working in the airport with empty legs. I was crying. In the morning, without shoes, with those dirty dresses with blood there.
Was it cold?
It was very cold because I was in empty foot. Nothing was there, no socks, nothing.
No sweater.
Then I was working, I was crying.
You know what's so bad about deportation? It finds you alone. Even when you're surrounded by different people in the Heim, it's you that it finds. You know, it's you that they come to you. But why don't you think people in the Heim were not willing to do something about it? Do you think maybe they were afraid, or they didn't know what to do, or it was... Why do you think they did not want to come to your help?
I can understand, because if I can see my sister, which is aside, she's crying for that problem, then I saw that this is my sister that is going from deportation. Then all of us, we are assigned, then we cannot help each other. So I can really understand. We African, so it's very difficult. It's only Yannick that will cry that they should leave me. One person cannot do something, but nobody cry, just one person.
Do you think maybe they were afraid because it's the police?
I think so. I don't know.
That they thought maybe if they come to help you,
or there is something.
They will be.
I don't know.
They will be arrested or something like this.
I think so. I think that they will be arrested, or maybe they are going to send them some letter or all those things. So I don't know. I don't really know.
It's a very unique situation to see a woman resisting this kind of force, especially from men. And it is not the first time that you resisted, it was the second time. But this thought that came into your head that you have to fight, because when we see the police, it's another kind of power.
Yeah.
This energy what triggered your mind? What made it you think very quickly that I have to resist?
Because if they come to pick you in the night, then you're just away from the bed. Yeah. You don't put your pants. Yeah. You don't put this one.
Your brazier.
Yeah. And then they just come and pick you like that with empty. I didn't have slippers. I didn't have no socks. Yeah. I didn't have nothing. Yeah. Then they just come and pick you like that. They carry me somewhere. The time that they say they are carrying me from the airplane, that time I was resisting. I was wanted to fall down. I was trying that they should leave me alone. They should leave me alone. I was always resisting, but they cannot leave me. But I was really trying to fall down so that something can happen to me, so that my life to end there. But
you preferred to kill yourself than to have the police take you to have to be deported to Europe, to Cameroon.
If I'm in Europe now, I have a problem in my country. Then they want now to deport me again from Cameroon. How can I do? I have to kill myself. When I see police, I don't afraid them. I don't fear them. Even police and security, I don't afraid of them.
But you don't want to see them?
And I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them because they are not... They can kill somebody. They can really kill somebody. If you went to the deportation, you cannot be this thing, then they can kill you there. Deportation is just like die. You can go, you can die there. Yeah, someone. It's to kill somebody. You can go there, and then after they will say Doris, they don't see Doris again. Then it's finished. And nobody will know about me. The way that they come and pick me at 3 o'clock in the night. In the morning. Yeah. The first deportation that they come and pick me, nobody saw me the way that I gone. Yeah. And I come back. Then before I started to tell people that this morning I was in deportation.
People didn't even know about it.
The first deportation on June. Yeah. Yeah, people didn't know. They just saw me the way that I come. Then I was talking to them that I was in deportation this morning and I come back. When they carried me, when I went there, I removed my dresses. I was naked from the first deportation.
Yeah.
I was already in naked. Then after I removed every dress, I was naked. Then after they carry me back, they still bring me back. Then the second I was very, very, I didn't know that I would come out because the way that they treat me. When I come from the deportation, when I come back, I was even bleeding I bleed for almost 1 week. Nobody know about this, but I was bleeding for almost 1 week. I bleed for 1 week.
And you didn't even see a doctor about this, or you didn't?
I didn't see a doctor about this because even my sense, I was not behaving like somebody. When I sit, I look my body, I cry. I say, how am I going through all this thing because I didn't do something bad, but the way these people, they treat me, I didn't understand.
After you came from the deportation, you went to the hospital because
I went to the hospital.
You had some depression.
Yeah.
But you were in the hospital because...
I was in the hospital because
they said you wanted to kill yourself.
I wanted to kill, yeah. That was my problem there. And even I sit now, this thing is still in my hair. The mentality is in my hair. I've never leave it.
Yeah.
If they can try again to deport me, then I will show them something. Yeah, in front of them, but I will show them something because it's really too much.
You will take your own life?
Yeah, I will take my life only in front of them. That is what I wanted to do now. I'm waiting for them. They are planning me, and me too, I'm waiting for them too.
If, for example, the way they treated you with all this violence, if you are not a black woman, if you are white, if you are German, do you think they would have treated you in this same manner?
No, if I'm with German, they cannot treat me like this.
If you think if you are a German,
they cannot
treat a German the same way.
They cannot. They cannot. Because I saw that they like their people more than we blacks.
Yeah. I think racism is very strong here, and the fact that even when you would want to speak about racism and you cannot confront it because the system says there is an anti-racist system that is working against racism, but you don't see how it functions, you know? Yes. When you go maybe to a train station, the way people will look at you, sometimes somebody comes sit next to you, you sit next to somebody and the person wakes up and leaves your seat.
Started to tie her face, they just look you like, oh, you don't know even to buy something, or you don't know even this street. Then you try to ask somebody that where you want to go somewhere. Somebody will say, oh, it shall be kind of tight. Yeah. You just stand like this, the way that they treat people, we don't understand because they are very racist.
Yeah. One time I was with a friend in a flat who had asked to be brought for gas in the house. And when the person who was bringing the gas in the house, of course, the person who was asking for the gas was a German. And then when this gas was delivered to the house, he found a black woman. And the way he started explaining how to use the gas, you could clearly see, you know, he was really trying to be nice, but he was trying to explain, like it is the first time I am seeing gas, and explaining how dangerous it is if I don't use it in the right way, you know? And you can just see the way he's trying to play, you know, he's trying to behave like he's being... He's concerned about my well-being, but it is very clear that you could see this person thinks I have never used gas in my life, you know. So of course he didn't expect he was going to deliver the gas to a black woman. When he came and saw me, then it was like, okay, I might leave this gas here, and then she puts it on, something like this. Or a different situation is like when I was one time in a train station, and it was around 8 o'clock in the evening, and the train station was very full at Gesundbrunnen, and there was one man who was I found he was just talking to people. He was uncontrollable. He was in this state of mind. I don't know. But the minute I walked in and there was a black woman, all the anger he had directing on other people, he started directing it on me. And I was looking at him and wondering, what am I supposed to do with this woman? So I went with this man. He was a man. So I went somewhere and sat down on the train station, and he continued, and he was speaking in German. You have to leave this country, and we don't want you here. But what was so surprising is that nobody was talking to this man. Nobody was telling him to stop. Nobody was telling him it is wrong, you know, which is even worse. Now I'm confronted by this man who is, I have never met before.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting maybe the people who are around will do something, you know.
Yeah.
And they were also very quiet. And then I realized if I don't do something for myself, it's not gonna stop.
Yeah.
So I faced this man and I told him, I am not going anywhere. And if you have a problem with me, do what you have to do. And he said, you have to speak in German. And I told him, I'm not going to speak in German because I am not a German.
Yeah.
But what was very interesting is that just the minute I started to defend myself from this man, one woman asked if we know each other. And it was very clear we didn't know each other. And I said, I don't know this man. And she told me, okay, I think you better relax, keep quiet, because something might happen. And I asked her, what might happen? I am not illegal here, you know. And why is it that just when I'm beginning to defend myself all this time,
all these things are happening?
Now you're telling me to keep quiet. I'm not going to keep quiet. But the kind of racism we face is we become victims twice. From the person confronting us with the racism and the people around, because the minute they don't say anything is another form of brutality. And then you cannot even report an incidence of racism because even when we face racism from the police, you cannot say they are racist because now it begins another process of proving that the person is arrested. It becomes very tricky.
Yeah, one day when I went to make my shop, I just went to buy some Zoft that I like to drink them. When I buy that Zoft, and then when I come, I pay the money in the counter. When I pay the money in the counter, and then I started to go, then when I've been outside, I saw that something has forgot to buy. Then I still come inside from the shop. I come inside from the first because I forgot to buy milk. Milk, yes. When I come to buy milk, then when I buy that milk, I go and take milk, and then I went to pay. When I went to pay to the very woman that I bought that juice for her. The woman was opening her eye, and she asked me that, where are this thing? Where is this thing that you bought, this juice, this Zoft? I told her that you just give me the ticket, but the ticket I lost it aside. The receipt I lost it aside. It started to tie her face and just started to talk in her, and then I wanted to see. She go and call the police. The way that she called the police, then her Colette come and see me the way that I stand with her. And then the Colette said that, no, I know this lady just bought this thing from you now. She just went aside. When she was going, I saw the way that she was going. The way that she talks to the woman. And then it's the time that when she speaks to this woman, before the woman just get now calm. She didn't get angry again for me. When she want to talk to me again, me too, I get angry, and then I say, I just take my things. I didn't even want to accept what she's saying. I just take my things and go away because me too, I was very angry. She was thinking that I stole something, but I didn't steal something. I didn't steal. Something is just almost 5 minutes. Then somebody's making like, you're the one who give her stress, or you're the one that will carry her problem. I didn't understand myself with this German woman. The way that they treat us black, they cannot treat themselves like that. So the way that they treat us black, even in the Heim, where that we stay in the Heim, even the security people, even people that they are working from social office, the way that they look people, they just look people that they are nothing. To them, they just treat us like we are not human beings. That the blood that we have,
it's not the same blood.
It is some blood, but we are the same people. We don't really understand. So women, they're supposed to really fight for all these things to get their rights. And Heim too is not a good place to stay. Heim is a place for problem too.
But it's not only in the Heim, even Yeah, in the Heim.
Even the Heim, the way that they treat me in the Heim, I don't give no respect to nobody there. Yeah, I don't give no respect to them there. Even security, I don't give respect to nobody. Even in social office, I don't even give my face there. I don't even go there. When I just go, I want to look my post. I look my post, I just go away. So I don't need anything from them because I don't even want to be seeing them. The way that they treat us black, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Sometimes I even with all these fires that are these fires, the attacks they make every time on the Heims to burn the Heims, are not even spoken about. It's like even if those people there burn and die, it doesn't matter, you know.
I think that what that they have in their country, we don't have it. And they look that they have this color that they have. They look more better more than us.
The way they perceive themselves as superior people, the way they look at other people and start to think that the other people are lesser than them. For me, it only means it's them who have problems, because you cannot use other people as a benchmark to prove how important you are to yourself unless you have a problem with yourself.
That's true.
And I don't know, racism is something that is difficult to really describe. It's a very hard topic to continue talking about.